Hello and welcome to the John Ark Show. Today's episode is called When is the Best Time to Start Your Own Company? Before we begin, I want to encourage you to subscribe to our channel for free. You can also like, comment, and follow us. We're going to have a lot of great celebrity interviews coming up, so make sure you click on that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. I'd also like to tell you about a service called HollywoodIsCalling.com. It's a great service that allows you to purchase your live phone calls from your favorite celebrities, so check it out. There are more than 100 celebrities to choose from, and the prices start out at just $19.95. So give it a try. HollywoodIsCalling.com. Now, let's get started. There are millions of miserable people working at jobs across the country that they hate. These jobs are low paying, they're extremely high stress, they lead nowhere, they hate their bosses, they hate the company, they despise everything about it. And many of these people, they're thinking about how and when they can start their own company. Today, we're going to give you some tips on just how to do that. The first thing you need to have a market opportunity that you think you can capitalize on to start your own company. Maybe you have an innovative idea. Maybe you've come up with a better way to sell an existing product. Maybe you have a connection that somebody else doesn't have. Perhaps one of your current company's clients hates the way they're being treated, and you're considering asking them if they would be your client when you start your company. Once you have what you think is a compelling market reason or opportunity that you think is strong enough to support your new company, the next thing you need are resources. Maybe you'll need to save some money to make this thing fly. Maybe you'll need another partner who has the skills or the capital to get you to the next level. Maybe you'll need an investor or a mentor with experience or resources that you don't have. Whatever help or potential assistance you need should be in place before you make your move. Next, you should meet with some of your current company's clients and try to feel them out to see how pleased they are with your current employer. Don't ask them to join you until later, but try and get their contact information so that you can reach out to them when you're ready to make your move and start that company. One thing that's very important is discretion. At no time before, during, or after you start your new company should you tell your current employer what you're doing. In fact, don't even tell any of your coworkers what you're doing. The reason for that is that if they even suspect that you might become a future competitor, then they will fire you and walk you out the door so fast you won't believe it. That's a given. Next, you want to make sure you're prepared for the possibility that you have enough cash set aside to run this company long enough to generate a profit. Everybody thinks that things always work out, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes you work at a business for years and it never generates a profit. That's why, if possible, it's important to try and hang on to your current job and build this new company in the evenings and on weekends. Try and find somebody who can be the temporary face or partner of the company and help it along as much as they can until you come on board to run things full time. The reason for that is that if it doesn't work out, you want to hang on to that job for as long as possible to keep the cash coming in. Another thing you want to do is you want to make sure that your new company is as virtual and can be run remotely because that is going to prove to be invaluable. This isn't always possible, and of course, it depends on the type of business or industry you're thinking about getting into. But generally speaking, the more virtual and remotely run your company can be, the lower your overhead will be. One thing that's very advantageous about running a virtual company is that you can hire people to work from anywhere in the world. That's a really big advantage because hiring people has become very challenging in this new post-pandemic economy. And it may be that there's a shortage of the skills you're looking for in your area. But if you can expand your search worldwide, then you may find out that you suddenly have hundreds of job applicants applying to work for you. Also, if your new company is virtual, then you can easily relocate it to any new lower tax jurisdiction. As some states are going insane now with new taxes they're levying against any company they can, by being able to relocate virtually, you can pick and choose which tax jurisdiction you would like to function in. Another thing that I would strongly recommend is that whenever possible, you try and hire freelancers before you hire full-time or part-time employees. Hiring someone on a freelance basis is like dating before marriage. It gives you time to see how skilled, dependable, and reliable they are before you actually make this thing permanent. Now, believe it or not, there are many companies out there running on what's called a perpetual freelance track. That means that for most of their projects, they will hire freelancers most of the time. When the job is done, they can either offer them a job or they can end the contract and move on to the next job with the next set of freelancers. There's another thing you need to know, and this is a really important lesson for most entrepreneurs, and that is that perfect is the enemy of good. If you spend your time waiting for the perfect solution to arise, then you may never get things done. Another thing you need to remember is that speed is extremely important. Elon Musk builds his rockets in less than a week, while NASA used to take up to a year to build their rockets. Why is that so important? Because Elon Musk believes in something called rapid iteration, which means that they are constantly collecting data and improving their designs on a daily basis. This allows them to solve their problems so quickly because they find them so quickly. If it's taking you a year to build a rocket and test it, how long do you think it'll take you to find the problems on that version of your rocket and then fix them? See what I mean? Rapid progress is more important than the delays caused by the meandering search for the perfect solution. So with that, I want to wish you good luck with the creation of any new company you're thinking of forming. Thank you for watching. And I want to tell you that we're going to have more great celebrity interviews and more breaking news stories coming up in the future. So we encourage you to subscribe to our free channel and click on the notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new episode. Thank you for watching, and we shall see you soon. Bye-bye.